welcome to Broadcast in Bed with your host, Brendan Getches. First, in business news, Taco Bell takes on Wall Street with Yum Brands beating out revenue estimates by $700 million during the last quarter. Taco Bell was touted as one of the main contributors, selling 25 million of its naked chicken chalupas. The brand also promised to bring more nudity to its menu, with naked chicken chips to premiere in May of 2017. And if being naked with Taco Bell is wrong, I don't want to be right. The biggest takeaway is these gains were made in already existing store locations. Rather than opening new stores, stores that have been open for over a year saw an 8% increase in sales. In honor of Cinco de Mayo, let's continue to talk about faux Mexican restaurants. Chipotle stock is up 21% since February, reassuring investors and burrito lovers that the news of Chipotle's demise has been greatly exaggerated. And you can guac me on that. Ironically, since the United States was warned by anti-immigration campaigns that you're gonna have a taco truck on every corner, chains that sell Mexican-ish food have been doing pretty good. And on that note, I have a picture that entered the world just 1 year ago. They grow up so fast. Next, this weekend saw a moment in international and national politics mixing in a way we didn't know yet we didn't want. As sources reported, Donald Trump had lauded and invited Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte to the White House. I can only assume through Twitter DM, saying, "Hey girl, I like how you president. You're looking good. Want to come over for golf and chill? Ivanka isn't home." Money sign, winky face. Apparently, though, this was without the State Department's knowledge, which then had to play damage control, emphasizing Trump was not endorsing Duterte's home policy of extrajudicial killings of accused drug dealers, but was reestablishing relationships for South China Sea strategy. To be fair, the two leaders have a couple things in common that would make them a cute but scary couple, the biggest being cults of personalities in their home countries, even as the powers abused in the Philippines are increasingly documented. Rodrigo Duterte himself is sitting at a 76% approval rating. Donald Trump may dream of these numbers, but he is an icon with a very loyal base, who he continues to try and represent through executive orders. In addition, both have famous quotes for Barack Obama. Trump called him son of Allah, and Duterte called him son of a whore. Hate sex is real, folks. However, as Trump's other statements tend to become incoherent, Duterte becomes plain scary. And that's why I'm happy to present 10 things said by Rodrigo Duterte, or movie villains. Number 1. I was really looking for an encounter, so I could kill. Number 2. If he fights, you can kill him. Number 3. Peace was never an option. Number 4. Oh yes, there will be blood. Number 5. If he dies, he dies. Number 6. We have lots of explosives here. Number 7. I'd be happy to slaughter them. Number 8. If I have to kill you, I'll kill you. Number 9. I'm everything you ever were afraid of. Number 10. Me? They're saying I'm part of the death squad. True. That's true. If you think you got them without Googling, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Back to the story. The weekend getaway won't be happening anytime soon, as Duterte shot down Donald Trump, saying he's tied up with a busy schedule, and mentioned a visit to Russia. Woo. The United States, after leaving the Trans-Pacific Partnership, is trying to bring flowers and chocolates to the Pacific, because China is out there with its younger, more stylish, and legislated cult of personality, Xi Jinping, who right now is playing Mr. Steal Your Trade. We'll see what happens next, but at least we don't have Fatal Attraction. In popular news, how to be a terrible tourist. See? This dude bitten by a Komodo dragon in Indonesia yesterday. According to the BBC News, the tourist from Singapore ignored warnings by rangers and went outside the safety area to take a picture. The rangers reported this was the first bite in 5 years. Hey Jim Bob, reset the counter. The ranger also noted he must have been too close. Komodo dragons don't like it when they're disturbed while eating. To be fair, neither do I. I got you, Dragon Bro. Overall, reptiles are winning 2-0 against tourists with cameras this year. In January of 2017, a French tourist in Thailand was posing for a selfie with a crocodile when it jumped up and bit her on the thigh mid-squat. However, some tourists are fighting back against the double standard. People can bite too, as one policeman in Salzburg, Austria found when he was bit by a tourist while questioning her for her ID after she fought a bank teller. Her mother joined in, spitting and throwing rocks at the bank teller and policeman. Remember, folks, that's your bar for how to be a good tourist. And that's all the news I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next time. Remember, don't start your day on snooze. Start it with this news. Broadcast in bed with your host, Brendan Getches.